gotta begin. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is my sister Dani. Y'all know Roman, and this is Xavier, my nephew. So I asked Dani to be in a YouTube video with me, and we are going to talk about our labor and delivery because we are only 5 weeks apart. She had him
the 7th of November.
Right. And I had him the 18th of December. Yeah. So that's 5 weeks. Mm-hmm. So we're only 5 weeks apart. She had Xavier before me. Before I had Roman, not before me. I didn't have Xavier.
And oh, hello, bright eyes.
And then I had Roman last month. You all know that. I don't know why I'm telling you. And yeah, so I don't really know how to start one of these videos. I've never done one, and I'm slouching. Since Dani had her baby first, I'll let her go first. Because I don't know what to do.
Okay, so I was actually on my way to paramedic class, and I was halfway through my paramedic class, and we were taking a bathroom break, and I went to the bathroom, and it felt like almost like a balloon popped in my stomach, and then I just felt a whoosh. Funny thing was, this is my first child. I was pretty sure it was my water, but then I was nervous, because I'm like, I have all these people dropping everything and coming to the hospital. I'm like, what if I just accidentally pee myself? Like, what if I didn't know? So I got there, and the doctors checked me. I told them my water broke, and I got all situated, and they checked me, and they're like, you're 5 centimeters. Are you not feeling those contractions? I said, no, I feel pretty dang good. So, and then everybody had me up and walking around, and after a while, then it started to hurt. I was supposed to have a water birth, but my nurses did not pay attention, and they weren't really checking me, and so by the time I should have been getting in the tub, they had nothing prepared, because it takes 45 minutes to fill a birthing tub, so...
Really? Smiling.
And so I was actually in just a regular bathtub in the hospital. I asked him, I said, you know what, can I just have something to take the edge off? It did nothing. I don't know what they gave me, but it was the equivalent of children's Tylenol.
Which does nothing.
I think it was about an hour of like pushing after that, and then you and Mom described it as
it was like an exorcism. That's literally what I thought I was watching.
I was coming up off the table, and I was screaming, and there was blood, and I mean, it was pretty close to an exorcism.
She tried to pull her child out herself. It was bad. I mean, it wasn't bad, but like, it was bad.
I got pretty lucky. So even though they gave me whatever pain medication that did nothing, I really kind of did it naturally.
Like full blown naturally.
Yeah. And I don't know how women did that. I don't know how I did it. It hurts.
And then there was me. I was watching. I was like down at the foot of I don't even know why I watched, because like she had her baby before me, so like I literally like freaked myself out a little bit, because I was like gonna do it all natural. I was gonna have a water birth, blah blah blah, and then I'm like, I'm getting drugs, because it was just so scary, because she was screaming.
My throat hurt. I think after, like, the next day, I think my throat hurt worse than any of my lady parts did. Not gonna lie.
You know what? I won't lie. Like, after the fact, nothing really hurt down there.
Mm-mm.
I don't think it, it didn't bother, I mean, I was super swollen, and it was, like, it felt weird.
Yeah.
But.
So that's pretty much my labor story.
Okay. Went in to get induced. I went into Olive Garden before, and I couldn't eat because I was so nervous that, not that I was going in to be induced, that I was going to have a child, but that I was going to be late. It was like 6:50, and I'm like, guys, I gotta go. Like, the hospital was probably like, 5 blocks from there, maybe like just 2 miles away from Olive Garden. Mm-hmm. So we got there, got all settled in, and then they like came in and talked to me about like my options or whatever. And so I didn't know, like, I have no clue what works and what doesn't, and I just didn't want to, like, have anything invasive, because, like, that's weird to me, I guess. I figured it was gonna be weird and it wasn't gonna work. So I did the Pitocin drip overnight, and Well, maybe I did it. Yeah, it had to have been overnight, and then I think it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and they came in and woke me up, and they asked me how I was doing, and I said I'm fine, and then they checked me, and nothing had happened. Not one thing. So then they're like, well, we could try this, and this. So I ended up getting like the balloon catheter thing, which it's super effective, but it's super, like, I'm literally like tensing up, like I can feel it. Like, it's super uncomfortable, but it's super effective. I had to keep it in all day, and it was a pain in the butt. I couldn't sleep from like 3 to whenever I had to wake up. I mean, I didn't have to wake up, but whenever I woke up that morning, and it was so painful. Like, I didn't feel contractions until I got that thing put in, and the contractions stayed the same. Like, I don't know. That thing just sucked, but it was effective. So it was Monday night. They took the stupid thing out, and then I was dilated to a 5, and then they broke my water. Yeah, because then I went back. Okay, and let me tell you. Breaking of a water is disgusting when you're laying in a bed. And then when you have to walk to the labor and delivery room, I was in like my regular room, like while I was, you know, like getting induced and stuff. And then I had to walk to the labor and delivery room because it was just down the hall, but I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. And then when I got there, they put me up on the bed to get my epidural, and it just gushed all over the floor. It was so gross. And she, the nurse that was, like, preparing me for my epidural and everything, she actually works with me, and I looked down and I said, please tell me I didn't get that on your shoes. And she said, no, you're good, but it was literally everywhere. It was so gross. So then it took from whenever that was, maybe like 5 or 6 o'clock, I'm guessing, or 7.
Yeah.
So it took that long until 3 o'clock in the morning again for him to, like, I just had to sit there and, like, let him labor down and, like, go, like, get ready. Which I didn't feel any of that, which is pretty cool. You should have gotten an epidural because it was fantastic. 3 o'clock in the morning, I had 3 hours of pushing. And they wouldn't let me push the epidural pump. They wouldn't let me do it. So, like, by the end, it wore off. He took forever to get out.
It hurts.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, he's worth it, but I only had one person back there with me, which was his dad, and she had 3. Originally, there was supposed to be, like, originally it was supposed to be his dad and my 2 cousins, but then my 2 cousins had to go home. It was a mess.
You know, that's really funny because I originally planned for it just to be me and Andrew. So I ended up with 2 extra people, and you ended up with 2 less people.
That's funny. Then I had a kid, and here he is. Hers was short and sweet. Mine took forever. If anyone wants to hear, like, a more detailed version of mine, I can make another video. But, yeah, so that's all, folks. Just comment below if you want to see another, like, a detailed version of mine, like, going through the induction process. That I can get more in depth with. I mean, if you want Dani to come back on my channel and do more fun things, let me know, and I'll tell her, and I'll be like, listen, you don't have a choice. The YouTube has spoken. Yeah, so that was our labor and delivery paraphrase to the point stories.
And this was not planned.
No, it wasn't. We did not mean to. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Go ahead and give this video a like if you like it. If you don't like it, you can give it a thumbs down. I don't care. Follow me on Instagram. It's where I keep everything updated. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. And yeah.
Bye.
Bye. I'll use my little clicker. Bye, guys. Oh wait, it's on video. Wait, stop that. Stop it.
Stop.
Push stop.